Hello and welcome to Team Living Healthy and Fit. I'm super excited to help you get started on this new journey with Team Living Healthy and Fit and Team Beachbody now that you are a new Beachbody coach. You may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed or kind of like, where do I go from here now that I've hit submit? Or maybe you kind of feel like, can I really do this? That excitement kind of turns into a little bit of anxiety after you become a coach. And I want you to know, if you are feeling that way, it is 100% normal and it is okay. That is why I am making this video just for you, so that you know what we need to focus on to help you start growing your business and creating a solid foundation for your business, okay? So try to put those worries aside and trust that this video is going to help you get through this next week and the first 30 days of being a coach, okay? So I want you to know, for those of you who maybe feel like, I just don't have a whole lot of extra time, where am I going to fit this in? How am I going to build a successful business and help others when I don't have a lot of extra time to spare? You guys, we're all busy, okay? This business can absolutely be built into a monumental, successful business on 1 to 2 hours today when you're first starting, okay? When I first started this journey, I was working full time. Keyston was only 1.5 years old at the time. You know, we had 2 dogs, we had our daily things, household chores, all of those things that we have as normal people. But I was able to squeeze in 1 hour to 2 hours every day by sacrificing a little bit of TV time, sometimes a little bit of sleep, things like that. I made it a priority because I knew what this opportunity could bring for our family if I made it a priority, okay? So I want you to know that you absolutely can do this. But because some of us maybe only have 1 hour or 2, we really need to be laser focused and ready to sit down with good intentions and focus to know what to work on so that we take full advantage of that hour or 2, okay? So whether or not you have the support of your upline or you just really don't know what to do to get started, I want you to know, first and foremost, you have all the resources here. YouTube is a plethora of resources for Beachbody coaches. You also have the Coach Online Office. Team Living Healthy and Fit also offers weekly trainings and monthly trainings to help you grow your business. When I first started, we didn't have all of those options available, you guys. And for the first 18 months of my business, I failed forward a lot. I made a lot of missteps, but through that process, I learned what not to do and what I can teach you and show you how to move forward and to avoid those missteps. Sure, you're still going to make some mistakes on your own. Sure, you're still going to have some things that you're like, probably won't do that again. But that's all part of the learning process, okay? So today I'm going to share a few tips with you on what we need to focus on this first week and the first 30 days of being a coach to help you get started right, okay? So the first tip is to help you set your intentions before you sit down at your computer to work for the day, okay? So some of you may be doing it first thing in the morning, some of you may be doing it on your lunch hour, and some of you may be doing it in the evening. And if you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't have like a full hour or 2 hours, you may be doing it in chunks. No matter what you're doing, before you start working and open your computer and dive in for the day, we need to set our intentions and we need to create a to-do list. I encourage you to keep that to-do list to 3 action items for that power hour, okay? So we're going to make a to-do list of 3 items that are a priority for us to accomplish. I do encourage you to sit down and write them on a piece of paper. The action of just crossing things off empowers us that we're making movement and we're taking action on our goals, okay? So it empowers you to keep moving forward. I personally get a scrap piece of paper every single day before I sit down at my computer, and I make a list of all the things I need to do throughout the day. That way I can cross them off as I get them done. And if I don't get that done, it's one of the first things on the top of my list for the next day, okay? So the first tip is for you to sit down with your intentions and to know what you're going to focus on for that power hour before before you even open the computer, okay? Number 2 is our focus for the next 30 days is to get you to Success Club, okay? Success Club is how we measure the growth in our business, okay? I'm not going to go into how to reach Success Club a whole lot because we're actually doing a team call on that, and you can Google that to see. But basically, we want to help 3 to 5 people every single month. When we're helping 3 to 5 people every single month, we're 1, doing what we said we were going to do as a coach, and we're helping others. But 2, we are growing our business and gaining momentum and moving forward, okay? So it is our goal every single month, non-negotiable, to hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. And that's simply helping 3 to 5 people every single month, okay? So one of the ways that we ensure that that's going to happen is to set a date for our first challenge group. So what you're going to do is get out a calendar, and 3 weeks from today is going to be the start date of your challenge group. Today happens to be a Wednesday. So you're going to go 3 weeks from today and go to the following Monday and say, on this day, I'm starting my challenge group. And then you're going to back up 5 to 7 days and say, this is my challenge group cutoff join date, okay? You want to have a deadline, but write it down on paper and know that in 3 weeks, you are starting your very first challenge group, okay? So you may feel like, well, what if I don't get anybody? You guys, I didn't get a lot of people at first either. It's trial and error, and you have to put yourself out there, okay? You might not get people. So what you do is you push the start date back a week. People aren't going to know if you have, if you missed that deadline or if you missed that challenge group startup date. But what we have to do is start moving forward, and we have to start inviting people to join us in a challenge group, okay? So set that first challenge group date for 3 weeks from today, and let's start inviting people to the process. So your first assignment, so this is number 3, your first assignment for being a coach is to open your business. To open your business on social media and to invite people and tell people, more so tell people what you're excited about, how you've started this new journey, what excites you about this journey, and where do you plan to go with this Beachbody opportunity. I'm going to actually, in the welcome email that you received that this video link is in, you will see a sample. I don't encourage you to copy and paste it, but it's a sample of opening your business posts. So sharing a little bit about your story, sharing about what Beachbody has done for you so far, and sharing what you're excited to do with the opportunity of coaching and how you plan to help others, okay? So that's your first assignment, is to sit down and open your business so that people know that you are coaching and that they can come to you for help, okay? Once you've opened your business, now we need to set up an event, okay? So this is number 4. We're now going to set up an event to welcome people to your first challenge group. Remember that date that we just set in number 2? We want to make sure that we make an event. You want to make sure that it's public. You're going to go to events, create the event, make sure it's public, and in the description, you're going to share what a challenge group is, what you're offering, a meal plan, recipes, support, accountability, workouts, all of that information. There's actually, again, in your welcome email, there is a sample of how I personally lay out an event so that you can look through that and use that as a template to kind of guide you through creating your own event. You do want to make sure that it's a public event. You want to make sure that you spell out the details of what the group is going to entail, inviting them to join you. And then you want to also add at the bottom of your description the deadline cutoff, so making sure that there is a clear deadline, your contact details, so a clear call to action on how to reach you or connect with you so that they can join. And then you're going to go into, once you've created that event, you're going to go into the invite area. There's a little box and you click on it and it says invite. And you're going to invite all of your friends who are not Beachbody coaches and who are not already a Beachbody client, okay? And then you kind of wait to see who starts to respond, who's interested, who's going, things like that, so that you can start connecting with those people in personal messages and asking them, what interests you about the challenge group that I posted about? We would love to have you. I would love to know what interested you about it. Asking them questions, okay? So that is going to be number 4. You then are gonna, so number 5 is now it's time to get to work. So we, for our power hour, are going to be adding to our list. This is part of the power hour that we're going to discuss right now. Okay, so number 5 is our power hour and the action steps that we need to take on a daily basis. So in order to grow our business and to keep connecting with people, we need to connect with new friends. Okay, so it is our goal to add at least 3 to 5 new friends every single day, okay? And you're adding to your network. So I go into suggested friends and I only request the people who I would want to be friends with, or maybe I was friends with, or I went to high school or college, or I know them through a mommy's group or something like that. I'm only going to be requesting the people who I want to genuinely be friends with and who I can genuinely build connections with. Another way that you can do this is by going to your friends list, going to a friend, clicking on their friends, and then adding no more than 3 of their friends who you have mutual friends in common with, who you maybe have some common interests with, or maybe they're an acquaintance, and adding them that way too. But we want to make sure that we're adding 3 to 5 new people to our list every day. So you want to make sure that when you're creating your list, I suggest having a single subject notebook dedicated just to your network list, okay? And you're going to write, as you add those people to your list, you are going to write their names on a line. I personally just write 1 name per line, okay? You're going to write their names as you add them. You also want to grow your list by writing down all your family and friends, anybody that you can think of. Don't prejudge these people. Are they already into fitness? Would they be interested in Beachbody? Just literally sit down and put their names on paper, okay? Because this is us building our list. This is building our network, okay? Then, once your new friends accept your request and you have a new friend, you've written them on your list, you want to connect with that person, okay? You want to reestablish the connection. If it's an old friend, say, hey girl, how have you been? How are things going? Things like that, okay? You want to reconnect with that person and open that door of communication, okay? Then you're going to reach out to 3 to 5 of your current friends just to reconnect, okay? So far we're adding 3 to 5 new people a day. And then from those 3 to 5 new people, we are going to reach out and say, hey, and reconnect and open conversation. From your friends that you've already had, maybe they have a birthday today or something like that, you want to reconnect with 3 of those people a day, okay, with your existing friends, and open that line of communication and start talking, see how things are going with them. Then we're going to make sure that we're posting on social media 3 to 5 times per day. You know, there's a fine line between inviting personally and inviting and sharing our story on social media. There's a marriage there, you guys. They have to coincide. If you're just inviting personally but not posting anything on social media, people are going to be like, what is she talking about? Like, she's not posting anything about health and fitness. Why is she inviting me into this health and fitness challenge group? And the same is true if all you're doing is posting on social media, but you're never personally inviting anybody. You're going to miss the boat on people who are maybe following you and who are interested in joining a group with you. So knowing that there is a fine balance, we need to be sharing our journey on social media, on posts, and we also need to be privately inviting people, okay? I have shared a suggestion on what to share on social media, because we really want to aim for 3 to 5 posts per day, okay? And if you are only used to posting maybe once a day, then let's work up to that. But there is in the email, I did share a template that's, kind of a baseline. It's daily motivation, your family life or lifestyle, what's happening right now, your nutrition and fitness, things like that are what we're going to be talking about, and something of value. Okay, so that covers 5 posts just right there. Okay, so that kind of gives you some ideas. Okay, so you guys, once someone is in your challenge group, once someone says yes, we have to empower those people. It is our job as coaches to be their cheerleader, to make sure they're getting results, to make sure they feel good, just like you did in your challenge group, and to help get them excited, okay? That is going to lead us to the process of inviting them into coaching and to invite them to be a part of this team to help inspire more people as we go along. I don't want you to focus on growing your team right away. I don't want you to have that as something else to make you feel overwhelmed, because that's a part of the process. Focus on building your network, sharing your own journey and your own story, having successful challenge groups and helping those people get amazing results, and the rest will fall into place, you guys. Your team will grow and your business will start to grow, and you will create a solid foundation, because your challengers are where your coaches are. Okay, so pour love onto those people and be present with them all the time. Okay. The last thing is keep it simple, okay? We can get distracted by all the fluff and all the noise and all the things going on, but remember what I said. Stay laser focused. Focus on those key ingredients, okay? Those key actions and habits that are going to help your business grow and get you to where you want to be. Focus on each day individually, okay? And know that in 3 to 6 months, you are going to know so much more, and you will have grown so much from where you are right now. And like I said in the beginning, you may have some missteps. You may have a couple failed posts. You may have a couple times where you have some self-doubt. Dive into your personal development. Know that we all go through a little bit of self-doubt. We all go through times where we're taking some missteps, but you absolutely can do this. I believe that you're here for a reason. Our team is incredible, so lean in. Lean into the team. Make sure you're plugging into team calls. Make sure you're listening to the national wake-up calls, you guys. Those are gold. And make sure that anytime you are feeling overwhelmed, or like you just can't keep your head above water, or you just have a question, okay? Make sure that you're reaching out to your upline and you're asking for help, and they will help to point you in the right direction. They can't do it for you, okay? I can't do it for you, and I don't want you to take advantage of that person. If it's a simple question, or if it's just a question, ask 3, then ask me. So ask Google, ask in the Coach Online office, look in the FAQs, and then ask in the team. If you're still not getting the answer you're looking for, you still feel like you're lost, reach out to your upline. Do your due diligence to learn yourself. But if you're still having a hard time, you know that we're all here, okay? The entire team is here for you, not just myself and not just your upline if I'm not your personally sponsored upline, but all of us on this team are here for you. So I'm super excited to start this new journey with you. This was your first official getting started right phone call, I guess, your first official video to help you get started as a coach. Just start doing, okay? Try not to be overwhelmed. Take action. Follow the steps that I just shared with you, and you will be successful.